He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Second and 3. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Here's Barkley. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. If this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 3, Falcons 0.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Second and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Falcons had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw here on first down. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Walker. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll go with a keeper. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try and run, Walker, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ken Walker, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And this one too low.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hill. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
37-yard line.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Let's go. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now they'll audible to something else. Back to throw again. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Hill on the return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Shrugs him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They give the tackle to Quentin Lake. 2nd and 10. That's out quickly to London. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
They're looking for a big play in this comeback situation, and they call play action pass, and it backfires. If you're going to run that play this late in the game, you have to have a plan in mind to avoid the sack. Throw it away, scramble, do something, but don't go down in your own backfield.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Trey McBride, 68 yards. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Credit the tackle to Ron Thornhill.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to mount?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will push the lead to 5. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Julian Waddle. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he's got some space here.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Let's go now.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Atlanta, they make amends for their week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they will fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.